Some philosophers feel like old friends, but Nietzsche is more like a challenging teacher, provocative, unsettling, and impossible to ignore. He lived in 19th century Germany and wrote about life, God, and what it means to be a good person. Nietzsche's books are tough, but they're packed with ideas that can change how we see ourselves. He questioned everything, especially the rules handed down by religion and society. Nietzsche worried that people were becoming too comfortable, losing their passion and creativity. His mission was to wake us up, to remind us of our hidden potential. Many have misunderstood him, sometimes twisting his bold words for dark purposes. When he said, "God is dead," it wasn't a celebration but a warning. The old sources of meaning were fading. He asked, how do we find purpose in a world without those old guideposts? Nietzsche wanted us to become stronger, more creative and more alive, not just to follow, but to grow. He offers a philosophy of growth, not comfort. He challenges us to stop merely existing and start truly living. His key idea, the will to power, isn't about dominating others. It's about mastering ourselves and unlocking our deepest potential. Nietzsche invites us to become the authors of our own lives. The will to power sounds intimidating, but for Nietzsche it's the basic drive in all life. It's not about control or cruelty, it's the urge to grow, to flourish, to become more. Think of a seed pushing through soil, reaching for sunlight, becoming a tree. That striving is the will to power in action. It's not just survival, it's the joy of overcoming challenges and expressing strength. This force is in all of us, the need to learn, to create, to improve. That's why finishing a tough project or learning a new skill feels so good. We're not just passing time, we're shaping our lives into something meaningful. The will to power is about self-mastery, not power over others. It's the drive to overcome laziness, fear, and limitation. It's the energy behind setting goals and turning chaos into order. This force fuels all progress, both personal and collective. The will to power urges us toward greatness, whatever that means for each of us. It's the hidden engine of a life well lived. Many thinkers believed life's main goal was survival, finding food, staying safe, having children. Nietzsche thought this was a limited view. If life were only about survival, it would be dull and passive. But life is active, dynamic, and always changing. A lion doesn't just hunt to eat, it revels in the chase, the display of strength. Life is about expressing power, not just avoiding death. In our own lives, we do much more than survive. We seek music, stories, games, and new experiences. Not because we must, but because they bring joy and growth. This is our will to power at work. We're not just victims of circumstance, we're creators of our own existence. Even in hardship, the will to power drives us to find meaning and become stronger. Life is about growth, expression, and the joyful use of our abilities. To say life is only about survival misses the point. We strive to become more, not just to endure. That's the real adventure of being alive. The will to power shows up in everyday moments. When you clean your room, you're not just tidying up. You're creating order from chaos, expressing control. Learning a new skill like playing guitar is tough at first, but as you improve, you feel the thrill of overcoming your own limits. That's the will to power, expanding your abilities, mastering yourself. In relationships, it's not about dominating others. It's about being a better friend, partner, or parent, overcoming pride and anger to build stronger connections. Forgiving someone or understanding a different perspective is self-mastery in action. At work, the will to power drives you to do your best, take on challenges, and create solutions. It's not just about a paycheck, it's about the satisfaction of growth and accomplishment. Every day, you have chances to exercise your will to power. Each small act of improvement makes your life richer. The will to power is about turning ordinary moments into opportunities for growth. It's the force behind every step you take toward a better version of yourself. You shape your world, one choice at a time. That's Nietzsche's challenge, to live actively, not passively. For Nietzsche, art is the highest expression of the will to power. Art isn't just decoration, it's how we transform chaos and pain into beauty and meaning. The artist takes life's messiness and creates something ordered and profound. Even tragedy, when shaped by art, becomes bearable and beautiful. Art lets us face suffering without being destroyed by it. Music especially expresses the will to power, struggle, striving, and triumph in sound. You don't have to be a famous artist to use art this way. Every time you seek out beauty, inspiration, or meaning, you're engaging your will to power. Art reminds us we're not just passive observers, we're creators. We can shape our experiences and find beauty, even in darkness. That's the true power of art in Nietzsche's philosophy. Science might seem cold and objective, but Nietzsche saw it as another form of the will to power. Scientists don't just collect facts, they impose order on chaos, seeking patterns and mastery. Newton's laws, for example, turned a mysterious universe into something understandable. This drive to make the unknown known is a profound act of power. Science is never satisfied. Every answer leads to new questions. The will to power pushes us to expand our intellectual horizons. The scientist, the artist, the athlete, all are driven by the urge to overcome and master. In daily life, every act of curiosity, looking up a fact, learning how something works, is a small act of will to power. We replace ignorance with knowledge, becoming more capable and in control. The drive to know is the drive to grow. Nietzsche saw this as a vital creative force. Science, like art, is about expanding what it means to be human. It's the will to power at work in our quest to understand the world. Nietzsche's ideal is the Übermensch, the person who fully embraces the will to power, not a comic book superhero, but someone who overcomes ordinary limitations. The Übermensch is the master of their passions, the creator of their own values. They live life on their own terms, always striving to grow. Becoming an Übermensch means constant self-overcoming, facing fears, taking responsibility, and refusing to follow the crowd. They think for themselves, deciding what's good based on what helps them grow and create. Nietzsche's advice: become who you are. Each of us has unique potential, like a seed that can become a specific tree. To realize it, we must clear away fear, laziness, and conformity. We need challenges, knowledge, and creative expression to grow. Becoming who you are means listening to your inner drive and having the courage to follow it. It's not easy. It involves struggle and pain. The Übermensch welcomes challenges, knowing they lead to growth. Life becomes a masterpiece, and you are the artist. Nietzsche calls us to stop being passive and become the creative authors of our own stories. That's the inspiring goal he offers to everyone. Nietzsche's ideas aren't just about self-improvement. They can transform society. He criticized cultures that encouraged conformity and mediocrity. He dreamed of a world that celebrates greatness, courage, and creativity. In this society, people would be encouraged to pursue their unique passions and talents. Education would teach resilience and independent thinking, not just memorization. Challenges would be seen as opportunities for growth. Imagine leaders and businesses focused on human flourishing, not just profit or power. Communities would honor artists, thinkers, and innovators. Nietzsche believed real change starts with individuals. By embracing our will to power, we inspire others and shift culture in a healthier direction. A better world begins with each of us striving to be our best. Nietzsche's final message: treat your life as a work of art. An artist starts with raw, chaotic materials and shapes them into something meaningful and beautiful. Your life's raw materials are your experiences, emotions, talents, and challenges. Your task is to shape them into a coherent, beautiful whole. Don't ignore the hard parts. Integrate them, learn from them, and use them to add depth. A life without struggle is like a painting with only one color. Living as an artist means making conscious choices about who you want to be. You edit, refine, and add new colors to your life's canvas. Your life doesn't just happen, you create it. You are both the sculptor and the marble. By embracing growth and creativity, you turn your years into something lasting and beautiful. Your life becomes a testament to the power of the human spirit. That's the empowering legacy Nietzsche offers us all.